Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. We're still doing buying and selling and that sort of thing, so enjoy.
I feel like we should keep hold of some in case we need to pay Zaz.
Okay, let me see how much paper there is. We've been neglecting Ferris's character for a long time.
Okay.
Paper per sheet is 200. So
if it was 30, that'd be 30 times 200. 6,000, so 60 gold.
Okay. Well, then,
if we did that, we'd have 2,000 copper remaining, which is less than it normally takes to buy a trip around the world from Zaz. So if we did half that, if you had a 15-page journal, I think we would be at...
Wait, isn't it 5,000 usually?
Yeah. And we have 8, and 8 minus 6 would be 2.
So just to bring chat into the conversation, the party has just over 50,000 copper, which is what, 5,000.
We started with just over 81,000 copper. We're buying 50 throwing knives, and a piece of a breastplate for William, which is 65,000. We had to pay Zaz for 8,000, which leaves us with 8,600 remaining.
And Ferris wants a journal. Write all his emo elf poetry.
15 pages times 200.
Somebody already wrote a poem for me, so I can just.
Yeah, I want to give you 15 pages, so we have enough to pay Zaz if we need to.
Sure, that's fine.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
Neal,
the way binding works, like I could just add or take out pages at my leisure, right? So if we buy more pages in the future, I can just add it to the book.
Yeah, I can teach Amelie to like sew it together for you.
Cool.
I mean, to a certain extent, you can probably increase the size of the book by like 15%, but after a certain point, like the pages will exceed the capacity of the bindings.
No, like we'll just take the binding off, we'll punch holes in it, we'll get thread and rope it together, and then we have as many pages as we want in it.
Whatever.
Bookbinding is an actual proficiency, though.
But punching holes in paper and sewing it together with thread is not.
I mean, I think you're oversimplifying.
It's fine.
I mean, if it's mechanically in the game, we should respect that.
This is like one of the lesser problems that we're going to be facing in Frozen Frontier, so let's just pretend it's not a problem and bend the rules. All right, you guys are ready to hop on your boat, on your little ship?
We need to do rations first.
We do need to do rations.
Take however many you need.
Firewood.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say we should take a little bit of firewood just in case, as like a kicker.
We're going to be gone, like, how many weeks? How many weeks did Zaz say she was going to pick us up? 4?
5.
I think it was 5 to 6.
Yeah.
She'll be gone a while.
So, so we should take...
So if it's 5 to 6 weeks, I think we should take 8 weeks of food just for the chance of it being a problem.
And note that we have to take... If we're taking the dogs with us, that's 6 days. Or 6 person days per actual day.
Does a dog eat the same as a human?
I'd say a dog eats a half a ration.
Oh, half? Okay.
So it's 5.
Wait a minute, no, these dogs are about 130 pounds. They're decent-sized dogs.
That's a huge dog.
Is that a huge dog? I don't know.
A medium-sized dog is like 50 pounds.
All right, so they're about half size. Half a ration for a dog.
So
okay, so it's 5 per day.
Okay, so we want to take 8 weeks.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Like 150 pounds. That's like a Saint Bernard. That's like as big as dogs
times 10 per day. 560 pounds of rations.
Okay. 560 pounds of food. That brings
I say we should take like 1 to 2 days of fire because we're going to be going through the forest, right? We can chop down more wood.
Oh, we can take this mail armor off. Who had mail armor on the sling?
I did.
We're going to put that in our thing.
Yeah, just go ahead and store that.
Yeah, we're storing that mail armor.
You don't want to carry that around with you in the snow?
Nah.
No.
Was that a full set?
Yes.
Nice. Full set mail armor.
Have you got my old shield on there as well? Because we can drop that off as well.
Yep.
Doesn't that have like your house sigil on it?
Yeah.
I don't think you want to just throw that in the
it's going in storage. I mean, yeah.
You don't want to like mount it on the wall or something over the fireplace?
Yeah, maybe. But for now, I think I'll just prop it up against the bed because
we're in a bit of a rush.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sled's effective weight is 129 pounds. How are you good, William?
How much? 125?
129.
I am 1/2 move currently.
Okay.
That's manageable. We'll get faster as time goes by, and we burn.
How
down
much
the rations.
more would you take until you hit 1/3 move?
Very, very little. 3 pounds.
All right, let's
We're
take
good.
3 pounds or 2.5 pounds of firewood.
Let's just take one extra day of
Alright.
rations.
But somebody else can help me pull the sled, right? And then we can split.
Yes,
We might be able to get it down to 2/3 if you.
maybe. So let me see. I can take an extra 40 pounds before going to 2/3 move.
So that's
We
enough to
should.
get us. Well,
To
if
2/3.
if we both go to 2/3, that's enough to get us there.
Sure, that works.
Okay, great. We are going to have to take firewood, but as long as we're traveling in the woods, we won't need to.
Yeah, that's why we're not taking that much with us.
Great. All right, let's get back on our boat.
All right. You hop back on the boat and proceed to head back to Treasure Town until you
Flavor
guys find the name of this place for real.
Flavor Town.
No, it's
Treasure-
neither of
treasure-
those things.
Treasure Town.
It has a real name. You just haven't uncovered it yet.
It has a real name because we gave it a real name.
Yeah, it's on the
We
map.
gave it
Neal,
two
so-
real names. Mine is better, but we gave it 2 real names.
All right.
Yours is an original. Flavor Town. It's an original. Treasure Town.
So you spent the day here. You spent one day. Or did you spend a day in camp or not?
No.
No. Okay. So you hopped on the boat that night.
Yeah.
And it's another 2-day journey back, so you will arrive. Ooh, I'm actually running. I didn't get a new calendar. We're gonna run out of dates. You arrive on Thursday, the 28th of December.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Down
yeah.
in-
There's no Christmas in Caledonia.
What do they celebrate around this time of year? Is it winter solstice?
There are 3 holidays this time of year that I can.
Are there any elven ones?
You know, I haven't worked out
I'll
all the holidays
I'll celebrate
for all
the,
the
the pagan holidays.
races, but the 3 that are marked down in December are Jubilee, which is on the 20th, Winter Solstice, and on the 31st is the Day of Remembrance for all the damage that happened in the world being split apart and everything, called Shatter Day.
Saturday.
The day the world was shattered. Shatter Day.
Oh my god. You couldn't call it like Memorial Day or something?
No. Shatter Day.
I wonder
Saturday.
if on Saturday there might be.
So were there like
Something
jubilations at the fort? Or I guess we missed the
You
main
missed all
we-
the parties. You missed the day of
Did they-
pure joy where all work should be stopped and life should be appreciated, eat a lot of good food, act like a child, make snow,
Did they
sand,
break
and dirt angels.
Did they break into our rum barrel?
Oh, absolutely.
Is so Saturday's in 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
4
if
days. 3 days, yeah.
I wonder if the gods would be, I don't know, more present on that day in this place, considering.
Come
this is
on,
the
William.
place.
I didn't know you were a superstitious man.
It's not about superstitious crimes. It's the gods. Look around you. You think this was done by a man?
Oh, when have the gods given a shit about you? I know they've turned a blind eye most of my life.
If you'd had as many orcs and beasts swing swords at you and live to tell a tale, you'd believe in gods.
Come, William.
The man who
We both
relies
got
on
our fair
gods to
share of
protect him is the one
scars.
who doesn't live to old age.
Well,
The
you know,
symbol of Tempos flashes blue and everyone's eyes really quick.
whether you like it or not, the gods are watching over all of us. Given your eating habits, Faris, perhaps they're less concerned with yourself. How's the weather looking, Neal, on the boat?
You arrive on you arrive in a day that is just shy of being a blizzard. It's nasty weather. It's gonna take you probably like a couple of hours to get from the ship to the boat to the land with all of your supplies and your sled and everything. Because you got
That's fine. We can just camp out in the town that night.
Yeah, it takes
we'll stay
a
in
bunch
the
of moving back and forth to get all your crap. It's a long.
How are things looking in Treasure Town? Has the tavern been
Yes, we haven't
occupied by gnolls in our absence?
Nope, there's no. Well, I mean, the weather's really bad, so
Yeah,
any
let's
sign of
check it out in
traps
the
are
morning.
pretty much covered up.
Oh, so we're staying on the ship and off the
No,
I
we're
think
getting off. Let's
we'll just get
check
into
the
our
tavern
house.
really fast and see if they're in that place that they usually
Oh, do we not
camp
stay in the tavern? We stay in just a random house in town?
got
I was
house.
going to suggest we go check the tavern and kill them if they're there, and then
I don't
Stay in the
disagree.
tavern.
from there.
Okay.
That's our tavern now. We're claiming it.
What was
So
the
I
name
guess-
of the tavern? Does anyone remember?
The salted fish or something,
I don't remember.
maybe.
Alright.
Salt
Call it
hole.
the Wailing Wench.
That was the last. That was the
hopping
one
eye.
in Saltport with
Question: Is
that
the
was the
wailing
brothel.
wench a wench who like screams and cries, or is it like a
No,
wench
it's
who
a
goes
wench
out and like
that goes
hunts?
out and like harpoons whales.
That's what I thought. I thought
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I like it.
Yeah.
I would attend to that. I would go there.
I think the best part is I can imagine like the sign for that inn.
Yeah.
Like that's a great name actually.
That's a good one. All right. So let's go and check the tavern then. No knolls.
No Knolls. A
All
no
right,
free
well,
zone.
Let's sleep here. Hopefully the weather's better tomorrow, and then we'll try and find
Yep.
or go in the direction of that tower.
Okay.
Oh wait, one thing. Are we saying to Zaz to pick us up from Treasure Town?
She will be back in about 5 weeks at Treasure Town.
What do you reckon, guys? As opposed to the lighthouse.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the lighthouse seems like it's meant to say "Don't go here," not "Pick me up here."
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll go to
and
Treasure
honestly-
Reefs around it. I think in future we should get dropped off at Saltport or.
Yeah, I don't think we ever want to go to that lighthouse again. It's
All right.
plus it's in the middle
Well,
of
at one
nowhere.
point we should pick up our rope, our rations, our firewood. and
Okay,
our-
yeah, sure. But I mean we should avoid it generally.
Okay, so she's picking us up from Treasure Town in 5 to 6 weeks, which would be about mid-January, right? Mid-February.
Yeah.
All right, so we camp out in the tavern for the night and hope the weather's better tomorrow.
So at the tavern, were there any signs of Knoll activity?
Nope. Nothing recent.
Nope.
Nothing since
There
the last
were-
time you were here.
Right. Yeah, the last time they were here, they set off my traps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't reset those, I don't think. So before we go to bed, I will at least set up twine, like tripwires over doors,
Sure.
over doorways. I don't know that I have anything else to do, but yeah, I will secure the tavern.
Tavern secured. Well done.
Would you like me to roll a set snares check?
Yes, I
or-
really would.
Nope. Not gonna keep any knolls out,
Totally
but,
secured. Okay. So,
Greg, are you using the same sheet for tracking the sled, or is this just the
Yeah. So if you look on the far left, that's everything that we've inventoried.
Oh,
the
it's
middle
okay.
tracks
this
our
is-
funds
got it.
and our requisitions that we propose, and the right
Got it.
tracks are like adventuring fun, like equipment.
Got it.
Right.
okay. So here you are back in Treasure Town the next day. It's
We have two dogs
cool.
with us, right?
You have two dogs.
Yeah.
You have Dancer and Prancer. It is light out today.
Great.
And what would you like to do?
So, should we go and take another look at those claw marks left by whatever ripped open the...
They're gone.
They're
Yeah.
buried. You'd have to dig them back out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try and... I mean,
Perhaps we should look for the location where there were tracks
Tracks.
previously.
yeah, I agree. So I guess we head down to where the...
Yeah, we're heading to the west side of town.
to where
Going
they
for
said
anything
those
heading
tracks are.
out that way. But I don't think there's going to be anything. I mean, it's been a little while. Plus, like with all the terrible weather, it takes like our tracks are gone by now for sure. I would assume with how bad the weather was yesterday.
Yeah, sure. But we are pretty sure that if we follow the edge of the forest west out of town, we'll get to this tower, right?
Yes.
So we know pretty much what we're doing.
we can't see the tower, but I'm guessing we've seen those mountain peaks. So
Yep.
we know where we're headed.
Yeah, sure. Sounds right.
Okay. I'm sure there's
We've
not
set
gonna be-
watches.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the morning? So let's get going, right?
Is
Just wanted
there-
to mark
it's not
some weather for a few days so we don't get lost. Excellent. Perfect. So you set out heading east, west?
West.
Yes, east, right into the ocean. I am certain the gnolls are in the ocean.
Good game, everybody. You all freeze. Are you going like due west?
This is
Or
our path.
yeah,
I think we're gonna
perfect.
follow,
the
the
trees,
edge of
yeah.
the forest.
Okay.
I have drawn our path, Neal.
I see your path, and I will begin rolling for random encounters while you guys begin
Beautiful.
rolling movement distances
Yeah,
for the
so
day.
what's the movement? And we're going 2/3, so we're doing better
Today
than we
is
were
a
before.
light day, so you go D8 plus 6.
D8 plus 6 times 2 over 3. Boom.
Max.
Wow, nice. Nice.
Dude, where's the little icon?
Oh yeah, hang on, I'll grab it. Boom.
The face of William.
You have to make it
we
smaller
should
for
be
me.
fully healed by now, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I think I already am. Yeah.
All right, so 9 miles, right? Where
Yep.
do you end up?
9.3, technically.
So you're about there.
Yeah,
You account for the curvature and everything, you're about here.
Yeah.
On the top of the tree.
I'd say so.
All right.
Can we
that's-
see south at all? Is it's a forest that thickens, or do we ever catch glimpses through the trees south?
I will reveal a little bit more of the map, but since you're kind of like walking through woods, you don't.
But we can
get
at least
a-
tell if the forest continues miles to the south, or
Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
opens up into a tundra. It looks like it's forest.
Yeah, for some reason you can see 5 miles to the south, and it's more forest.
I mean,
It's
you
not-
usually see 3
He
miles.
climbed the tallest tree in the forest and looked out a distance.
Oh, let's not go into that again.
Okay. The next day, there's no encounters that day. The next day,
Yeah,
would
is-
you please?
Is there
roll
any
me-
sign of civilization on this trail? Like, does it look well traveled, or can
There's
we
not
just?
even a trail. There's no trail whatsoever. You are forging your own path.
The dogs are well behaved and not sniffing anything that
Correct.
piques their interest.
Correct.
I guess
Great.
they're not tracking dogs, so they're just sniffing butts.
They are butt sniffers. That's right.
Good old Dancer and Prancer.
Mm-hmm.
So, another day of travel. Is it?
Yes, I need an. It's a light day the next day.
So D8 plus 6.
Same exact rule. For another 6 miles. Yeah, about there. There we go. A little bit more.
Thank you.
And can I get perception checks from everyone in the party today?
C. Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
We're on
Oh
point.
my god.
Oh.
I see everything.
We all do.
The world is my
Yaramir
oyster.
and Ferris are on point.
I feel like the dogs should give us advantage on perception rolls for stuff like this.
You don't
As
even
well.
know what you're
They are
rolling
literally
perception
guard
for.
dogs.
You have no idea
Yeah,
what
yeah.
this roll is for.
Sure, but in terms of like stuff sneaking up on us or whatever.
That's a good point. They are literally guard dogs. I feel like that kind
They're
of be their
literally guard
specialty.
dogs. Yeah. So you guys are cruising along. William in front, hauling this sled behind him. The rest of you guys walking. Who's got the dogs?
Yaramir has dogs.
All right. Well, it's a light day. The winds are slightly blowing. You're kind of making good progress. There's the vast open plain to your right. There's the woods to your left. You can not quite see the mountains. Like every now and then, when the weather calms for a moment, you can like make a dim outline of them against the clouds. When I think a combination of Yaramir and Ferris notices that the kind of open tundra to your right is moving.
It's not a slope,
Is
right?
it okay? So we've encountered the like snow elemental, right? Does it remind us of that?
It looks like something's burrowing through the snow, right? Kind of
No,
like.
it looks like the snow itself is rippling like the ocean.
Yeah. So it looks.
Is
exactly
it
like
everywhere,
when
or is it like a
attacked
patch of
William.
it is?
It's definitely not everywhere, but you know the way because it's all the same color and it's kind of hard to make it out. But you spot this
Ferris
thing.
immediately starts directing the party to take a little bit of a left and go into the trees a little bit deeper. And then I think we're gonna kind of carefully back away and see if this thing comes all the way up
Nope,
to
nope,
us.
nope. I'm gonna go up a tree, hopefully out of this snow waves path.
What do you see, Ferris?
Something's moving our way, possibly a snow elemental. Move! And Ferris like keeps directing him to go further into the trees.
All right, I haul a sled at its head. It must be pretty difficult to turn this thing, but
It's a little awkward, but we'll get the hang of it.
yeah.
So you start moving towards the trees. The kind of ripple in the snow continues to approach you. And as it gets within like 100 feet, you notice that it's a clearly defined area, maybe like 20 feet across or something.
William, we're gonna have combat.
Is it coming right towards us, or like are
It
we
is
able to
moving.
veer out of it?
It is vectoring in your
So
direction.
we like try to get off its path, and it redirects towards us.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I drop the sled, take out my shield and sword.
Yeah. Ferris is gonna back behind William and get the bow at the ready.
Yeah, as soon as it gets within 180 yards, I'll take a pot shot at it.
Okay. I think you don't. Yeah, you don't really get to make a clear idea of the shape of it until it's within like a couple hundred feet, like 200 feet or so, because of the.
I'm just going to shoot at the snow then from 180 yards.
All right, give me a shot at the snow from 180 yards.
What are the weather conditions today?
It is light, so it's, I believe, a -3.
Does my crossbow of accuracy still get a -3? So I'll just roll my
Ooh.
standard.
Please roll your standard, roll a hit.
So there's my. Oh, no. But can I at least see how the wind affects it? So that's at long range, 180 yards.
Right.
I shoot the snow. Right?
You shoot a pile of snow somewhere.
Can I gather whether the wind deflected the shot, or was it just like, or is that not even clear from?
That's
this
cool.
Like that?
Yes, the wind did still affect the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That would have been very good.
All right, so this thing keeps coming towards you. You can fire one shot every minute, right? With your crossbow?
Yeah.
You said at 100 feet, I get a clear idea of what it looks like.
Yeah.
At that point, I'll shoot my bow at it.
All right, give me a roll to hit at that point. It has
So it's -3 for a light day.
And I'll be readying an attack nail for when it closes.
All right, so that's +2 total. 20.
It has movement. Oh, no.
Is that a hit and is that a critical?
So there's a minus.
20 is a hit. That's a natural 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does clear by 5. Yes.
Can I confirm the
11.
weather penalties?
-3.
Minus
Nice.
3.
Yeah.
Good shot, Faris.
Yep. I shot something. It seems pissed by whatever I just did.
Is there a spout of blood, or was it just like
No,
shoots snow, and
there's-
like the arrow sticks out of the snow and continues rippling towards us or something?
Yes, the arrow does kind of continue on the snow, sort of marking the location. Oh my god, hold on. Of the creature where it is.
So so I get, I think, several more shots. I don't know where Sean waited to take his
100
shot
feet.
to.
So you might have gotten another
100
one
feet.
before
So I
got
probably
it.
get like 2 shots before it's even there. I don't know how quickly it's moving towards us. But I started shooting at it from
180 yards, which is
4,
almost
yeah.
600 feet.
Neal's otherwise engaged.
This fucking squirrel's doing weird shit in my tree. And I'm trying to.
Yeah, so 540 feet.
Sorry.
I don't know how many shots. I'm gonna start. I'm just missing all over the place.
Okay. Hold on, I need to mark some things down.
But Faris should get a second shot.
I don't think so. I think
Um,
that was
two
me
shots
playing
per round.
catch up.
I get 2 shots
2
per
shots
round.
around. Yeah, for sure.
So if it takes the full round for it to close that last 100 feet, then yes, I would. Is that a yes on a second shot, Neal?
Give me a moment. I need to
Okay,
make some
sure thing.
calculations, please.
We were all like theory crafting about exactly how this encounter works, and Neal's just desperately like, oh god,
I'm
oh
looking at
god.
squirrels and like rolling dice and not paying attention. My apologies, guys. I should be a better DM. I can't even do math. I can't even do basic arithmetic right now. Okay, cool. Got it all. So Ferris, your first shot did how much?
11.
11. Okay. And that's at 100 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
And do I get a... So Grimes got a couple shots off.
Just to confirm, a 10 plus magic bonus doesn't clear AC.
If you have a +5 crossbow, I'm gonna
I've already
piss.
subtracted wind penalties.
10 plus whatever modifiers might be part of that crossbow does indeed hit.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Right? Not making that shit up.
I mean,
You're pretty.
No, yeah,
Pretty
totally
well.
hits. Totally hits.
that would
Yeah,
hit,
yeah.
I would hit a dude
You hit a dude.
I hit the
you hit
snow,
the same
apparently.
one, right?
for 5 points of damage, plus any modifiers that may be relevant.
Wow. That would be a strong crossbow.
Okay,
But it's
so at
still-
this
it's
point,
still
after these
affected by
two
the wind, it
shots,
seems.
you guys are, Ferris and Grimes are loading and unloading into this thing while Yaramir's holding the dogs. William's got his sword out and ready, and Yaramir's like, uh-oh, wait a minute, that's not the only moving patch. There are at least 3 others moving in your direction, kind of to the sides.
Shit.
Not much we can really do about it.
Let's try and focus this one down then.
And
Yeah.
this is the point where
Do
we're
it.
going to roll into initiative and combat because there are many of these things and they're moving towards you and they're getting close enough that we need to be ready for this.
Okay,
So,
do I get that second shot for the one that was 100 feet out?
Yeah, because you get 2 shots per round, right? And
Yeah.
we only rolled for the one. So give me your second shot.
17, so that should still be a hit.
That's still a hit.
Another 2 damage.
Neal, instead of rolling initiative, can I...
You're ready in action. You don't have to do anything.
No, I want to charge one of them.
Yeah.
The one that's been shooting.
And by charge, you mean an actual charge, right? With the con check and everything? Or you want, walk out towards it?
Yeah, I forgot about the con check.
Charging
No,
in
I'll
snow's
just-
a difficult thing. And
Yeah, I'll
snowshoes.
just wait. Fuck
right.
it, I can't risk falling down.
Alrighty then.
All right, initiative.
Initiative.
So
How far
wait, the
off
ones
are
that
we
are
rolling
clearing,
initiative?
yeah, how many are coming in? And can we get some sort of maps that we know where they're coming from?
Yeah.
Basically,
so,
I want to know what I'm looking at as Ferris, so I know if I'm going to be switching to melee
So
weapons or rolling
why
for
don't
my
we
bow.
just use this area as our
Sure.
combat map? And
Yeah,
I
myself
will.
too.
He's huge.
It's not that big.
Go.
So I'm-
Oh, doesn't mark me. It's at 28. There we go.
Where's Yarum? Do we have a... Oh,
Time.
there he is.
Tiny little Faris.
So can we get a distance so I know my initiative modifier?
Yeah. I also I need to get some tokens for dogs.
I went
and stuff.
behind
Give me just a
William.
moment. Dog 1 and 2. Maybe a little
My
bit smaller.
God, we're
though.
facing Cerberus.
Those are our dogs.
These are our dogs.
My God, we have Cerberus.
Careful, don't let him use Ultima.
Well, I want him to use Ultima right now. Hopefully, this is a post Final Fantasy 3 and Ultima actually works like it's supposed to.
You got to Final Fantasy 7 yet? You played that before though, right?
I'm playing 6, and yeah, I have played 7.
Oh, you finished Tactics?
Did you kill
So I got through about a chapter and a half or 2.5 chapters, and I did something on my computer. I don't know. I was cleaning it, and I just lost all of my tactics data.
Ooh.
And so rather than restart and go back to chapter 1, I was like, we'll just come back to tactics later, and I started 6.
If you do continue Tactics at some point, I restarted. I found out that there's a modding community for Final Fantasy Tactics. You can actually mod. The PlayStation version of it, so you could mod a PlayStation disc. But
That's what I have.
yeah, so it's like Final Fantasy Hactics or something. They actually have one that puts the PSP translation, the War of the Lions translation, onto the PlayStation 1 version of the game.
I've never played the War of the Lions translation.
The translation is much better.
Yeah.
It's very stiff in the original PlayStation 1.
It's yeah.
Okay,
So,
almost done
distance,
preparing
Neal?
this battlefield. Hold on, almost done preparing this battlefield. There's a lot of tokens to get and HPs to roll and things to write down so it can run smoothly in a moment.
It's looking dangerous, guys.
Okay, so those
Oh,
should
I
be
see.
hard for you to see, but you should be able to make them out.
What's the distance roughly? Because I know this map's not the
So
scale.
we're starting, yeah. We're
They're 9
starting
miles
with,
out.
We're starting with them at 200 feet at the beginning of this round of combat, or the closest one at about 200 feet during this round of combat.
All
Okay.
right, stay close, guys.
All right, you can do this, maybe.
Closest one's at 200 feet. How fast are they, by the speed they're going before I roll initiative here, does it look like they're going to close this round or next round?
One of those two.
All right,
Actually, you did roll a 31 on your perception check.
Yeah.
It looks like they'll probably close by the end of this round.
The
Or at least
end,
the
so they won't
first
get
one
attacked.
It
Okay,
looks
I'll
like the
just-
first one will probably be at you within this round.
I'll trust William to intercept that and just keep going for.
Yeah, keep shooting. Try and finish that one off.
Yeah, I'll switch to swords next round.
All right.
Oh, why the fuck did I do that? I can just add that to initiative. I'm just gonna put some random crap into initiative and change that to a 14.
Alrighty then. So, party members, let's get the party started. Going first on our round is Nicholas.
All right. Well,
William.
I'm holding my action until the thing gets here. So
I do not know who this Nicholas is.
Yaramir, speaking of, it is your turn to go. What are you doing?
I point my finger into the snow and begin drawing out a symbol into it, and I take out this clay molded hand from my bag, and I place it in the center of the symbol. And as I speak the final incantation, I slam this hand down, and I cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on this one. Right.
Ooh.
And a clay hand, like this symbol grows and it stretches out across the snow into a like a 30 by 30 area, and this hand reaches up and attempts to ensnare that elemental.
Excellent. It's a saving throw
Nice.
for the elemental, right?
Yes.
Fighting an elemental with an elemental. Fighting fire with fire, ice with ice.
Ice with earth? Well, ice with ice, yeah. Then
Even the earth here is frozen.
Well, the hand comes up and kind of like twists the snow into a clump, which tries to move away and fails, and just kind of like builds into like a mound of snow
Nice.
around the fist.
you got him.
I did. So the limb is going to grasp the creature and hold it in place. It suffers a movement rate 0, an AC penalty of 2, and an attack penalty of 2.
Okay. The other snow things pretty much all go because the next two of you have 14s for initiative, and everything else beats that. And they close in.
We did not kill the one we've been shooting, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So do I get an attack?
You do get an attack as it closes with the party.
I will strike the one that has already been shot, if
Okay.
that is possible. Yeah.
Yes.
15.
That'll do it.
Ten.
And that's with your sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Your sword cuts through the snow vertically, kind of splitting it a bit, and it keeps rippling at your legs. Last but not least is Grimes.
Are you
Ferris and
implying-
Grimes both unleashing a volley.
Yeah.
Right.
So it looks like one has when they're closer, it's like a wave of snow, right? It doesn't take any form.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a large wave, but it's like rippling forms of snow. They haven't taken any other forms yet, and they're coming at you. Two of them are like adjacent to you, and three of them are
I mean, not
within
me,
like
right?
30 feet.
I'm probably
I meant
30
you
feet.
as in the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm like 20, 30 feet behind William up
Yeah.
tree, basically.
Okay. So William's in the front. Ferris and Grimes are in the back. Where's Yaramir? Are you like behind William?
I assumed I was just where I
think
was. In the,
Yeah, he's off to our right. So
Yeah.
Perfect.
50 feet or whatever it is.
So Ferris and Grimes, take your shots.
I can't tell what you said. Some engaged. It looks to me like there's one engaged with a dog, and that's it.
I had to move your tokens. These two are engaged with William.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cool. I'll just keep shooting at the one we have.
Yeah, I'm going for the.
And I think it's
want to get
colliding
out.
with William.
Nope, that's a first miss on my first.
And nope.
Oh,
And I get my
double
second shot at the end of the round.
Yep.
That one's an 18.
That'll definitely hit it.
6. And yeah, that probably doesn't clear by 10.
No, it does not clear by 10. The arrow hits it, and the snow stops wavering, stops flickering,
Awesome.
and just
All right,
becomes
good job.
regular snow. Next round, initiative.
Alright.
Am I only engaged with one now?
Correct.
Okay.
Being engaged
Five
with more
for
than
this?
one person at a
Yes.
time is an awkward thing.
Yes.
Careful.
Nice.
6 again.
Oh.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I didn't. It didn't add initiative mod to that.
Hmm.
I should be at 16.
Ooh, ow.
Yeah. Why is it?
Okay. First up is this one on the far left that ripples between the trees, comes up near to Grimes, and
Yes.
begins to like build up into like a mound of snow, from which two weird appendages burst from the sides and clatter down from either
So
side.
I imagine
towards
I'm
Grimes.
at least 10 feet up a tree.
It can reach
it's able
you.
to reach that high?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
They smash at you for a 15 to hit.
My AC is 16.
Ooh, the,
So I definitely-
the arms miss.
Jump out of the way. Yeah.
The next one goes at 6 initiative. Nobody beats that. So,
I equal it.
you equal it. So one of them that goes at 6 is held by Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. The next one is coming towards Yaromir at the same time that William takes his turn.
Am I in a position to interpose, or am I engaged
You're
with this other one?
engaged. Yeah.
All right, I believe the dogs would get attacks on that thing then.
They don't get attacks of opportunity on it, but they are being held by Yaromir. And the dogs are a little bit concerned. They've never seen a snow elemental. They're much more used to like guarding against fleshy
Right.
creatures. This is
Yeah, I
confusing
imagine they're
for
just
them.
barking like crazy and confused as to what to do.
So Neil, if I want to make a shield punch with my shield, I would get a -2 on my sword and a -4 on the shield, right?
Yes, and you would not be able to use your shield for AC for that round.
Yeah. So
You
I will
can,
do.
if you take a shield specialization or something, I think it's proficiency, you can do that while still getting the AC bonus.
Oh, I have shield specialization.
Then you can get the punch and still maintain your
You
shield
still have the
AC.
dual wielding penalty though.
Yes.
Great. All right. So I'm going to do that. So my sword attack is at -2. 24.
Oh!
Does that clear by 10 or 15?
It clears
Or,
by
sorry,
10.
5 or 10, my bad.
Clears by 10.
Nice.
Triple damage dice, William.
Yeah.
So this mound of snow
22.
begins to like form up into like almost a humanoid shape-ish, and your sword comes and like cuts it down the middle.
22 damage.
The whole thing kind of crumbles halfway, and then just like reforms
Okay.
what's left of it.
So what's my to hit with a shield? I get my level bonus, which is 3.
And that's
My strength bonus, which is
strength.
2.
And that's it.
That's it. And then a -4, so d20 plus 1. 7.
You fail to punch the snow with your shield.
All right.
And the one that moves over towards Yaromir starts to build into like a little mound, a little hill of snow, from which a sudden burst of cold emanates. And the ground all around all of you, the snow that you're sort of standing in, flash freezes over, becoming like a thin layer of ice on everything.
Ooh.
So basically, all water and snow, ice, etc., touching the creatures out to 60 feet freezes solid. Creatures walking through snow are held fast. If you make a strength check, you can do. As a half move, you can make a strength check to break yourself out of the ice and move around. But then the rest of it is going to be like an icy surface that you can walk on. So if you don't want to move, you're fine, but you're frozen solid in place. You're in a tree, so you're fine. It doesn't matter.
Did they not get a save? Yeah, I'm fine. But did they not get a save?
There is no save on this.
Is there damage or it's just
Nope.
No,
No
it's
damage.
the snow itself flash froze.
Yes. That's what that one does. And the next goes at 11, which Ferris beats.
I'm gonna make my strength check. That's a pass.
Easy peasy. You rip yourself out of the ice around
All
your
right.
feet.
So I'm gonna go help Grimes. I trust Yaromir to be able to handle it with 2 dogs and the amulet. You still have the. I assume he still has the amulet. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Bet your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna close with. I don't think I can attack then since I made the strength check, but I'll close and go in to assist Grimes and flank this thing.
Okay.
So does
but
the
since
strength check take his action for the round?
it takes a half move, so he could strength check and attack, or strength check. And
I can't because I have a melee weapon. There's nothing melee range.
Oh, you didn't roll for your. You didn't have.
I
your
rolled
bow
for
ready?
swords, yeah.
Yeah.
Leaving Yaromir, who is tied with this one that's coming next to Kel William. And I think you're all within 60 feet of each other, so you're all hit
With
by this.
how close am I to this one here?
Maybe 15 feet ish.
Okay, I will.
Did
want
Ferris
to
disappear off the map?
Stack a spell real quick.
He's trying to flank a thing, but the
Yeah.
map is. You know what? Why don't we?
Yeah.
Why don't we do this? Let's just move
Just
everything
move-
up.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the tree line, so that was convenient, but oh well.
Right, but Now we can
What
see what's
is the exact distance?
okay.
Yeah.
So while you're
Okay,
figuring that out,
disappointing.
oh,
So all I do is I guess I just gotta hit one. That's very disappointing. But I begin tracing out the pattern wreathed into my hands, and I place that in front and finish my incantation. And a fan of flame envelops the creature in front of me.
Nice.
your fanning flames do how much damage?
We are going to. I don't know if should I roll all of them. Should I just roll it all?
Do it.
I'm feeling lucky. Roll it.
2 per level.
The average is better if you roll it.
Okay, so we're gonna roll all the dice.
The average is the same if you roll it.
It is.
Oh, that's right, 'cause
literally
it's an
the same.
odd numbered die. I
Yeah,
forgot.
10 points of fire damage.
Wonderful. Your flames reach out, they lick the snow creature in front of you and completely melt it away. It ceases to exist entirely.
Nice.
Woo!
Sweet.
However, Kel Marshall, the one next to you builds into a bit of a mound and brings these two huge lumps of snowy earth towards you, crashing into you with a bonus to hit, an 18 to hit, 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
Unless the shield gives them an AC bonus.
You have 19 AC, right?
I've got 18 AC.
Well then the 19 hits.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of damage as the snow crashes into your face.
Oh yeah, my AC would be higher if there's a magical shield though. But, you know.
Right. But if your AC is normally 18, then a 19 will hit you right now. And if you pay attention to the numbers, you'll find out if the shield has an AC bonus or not, a magic AC bonus. The last critter goes. It is the one that William hit earlier, and it too is now more or less a mound of snow trying to pummel William to death with a natural 1 to hit.
All right, second attack for me.
Please do.
I haven't even taken my first.
And
Oh,
your
okay,
attack
sorry.
then.
You go first, Grubs.
Yeah, I will take a shot at one that William is fighting.
Damaged one.
With a crossbow, 8 plus any relevant modifiers. Or
No,
plus
sir.
Any relevant bonuses.
Nope.
And I will move further up the tree.
All right. Scamper,
Another
scamper,
5,
scamper.
just to just 5 feet or so to the next branch up.
Sure.
So I'm like 15 feet above the ground. I don't know what this thing's reach seemed like it was, but so I'm scampering up a tree away from the clamoring mound of snow.
William?
So I will go to attack the one that I just hit, but do I get the -2 for dual wielding on my second attack as well?
Yes.
Okay. 13.
That'll do it.
13.
All right. The snow stays more or less intact.
35 damage, man. This one's pretty tough.
Yes. And that's everybody's turn, so let's roll initiative for the next round.
Okay.
That is not a D10, that is a D12. Okay, the first creature to go is
Hold
this
on, I need to roll mine.
is the held one who does nothing. There's no save to get out of Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, right?
Nope.
It's a strength check, right? It's got like 18-100 strength, or 18-100 strength.
I think you can attack the hand. with its penalty to hit.
The arm may be attacked by any creature, including the arm's victim, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But, I don't think a snow elemental is intelligent enough to attack a bit of earth that's holding it in place. All right, so that first guy doesn't do anything. The next one goes at 9. So, take your turns.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for the shield punch again first. So can I roll the shield punch first and then the sword, or
Doesn't matter.
But like, can I if I punch this one and kill it, can I then attack another one with my
whichever
sword?
order you want for your attacks is fine.
Okay. So that's a miss,
that's
and
definitely a
then
miss.
Question: does the shield's magic bonus apply to shield punches?
ooh,
Don't know.
should do.
Maybe.
Although if it's a dragon scale shield, it may just have a bonus AC due to being dragon scales. Not. Oh, it was enchanted, wasn't it?
Why
Yeah,
don't
it's
you just keep making your attacks? I'll worry about that.
12?
12 will hit.
7.
Okay. This snow stands before you still. It's now just a little tiny mound, and it takes its turn. Actually, no, because Yaramir goes.
Okay, I begin tracing the shooting star symbol on my chest, and I fire a magic missile at the elemental that is in combat with Marshall.
Okay.
Just 2. The damage roll or the undamaged one?
For 8! I'm mauling with my damage rolls.
All right. The wounded one, right?
Yes.
All right. It dies. As much as
Thanks.
snow elemental can die.
Wait, you shoot 2 magic missiles, right?
Yep.
Shouldn't 10 be the max roll for you?
That just means that one of the dies rolled max.
Yeah, so I rolled a 2 and a 4 plus 2.
Okay.
If you hover over the die, you can see them all rolled.
Yeah.
Okay, I assumed if it was green, it meant everything was max.
No, it just means one of them rolled top.
Okay, so that's Yaramir. That is Nick. I like how there's Yaramir, Grimes, Nick, and Sean. Maybe you guys can
Can't be
change your
consistent.
names to all the character names one day. But that's not today. Marshall, one of them next to you, makes a
There's
slam.
only one next to me now, right?
Yes, the one next to you is happily moving away from you, completely ignoring you, and coming over towards Yaramir. You get attack of opportunity as it walks away from you.
Back attack.
It doesn't have a backside.
Okay.
No dice. Completely ignoring Kel Marshall, it goes straight for Yaramir, rippling like under the legs of the dog before bursting forth and actually just trying to launch itself at Yaramir with an 8 to hit, which is a miss. Actually, I guess Yaramir's got a penalty of 2 to AC for his legs being frozen, but it doesn't
he also
matter
has the
because
amulet of
10 is
tempos.
still a miss, yeah. 10 is still a miss, so that doesn't do anything. And the next one goes at 13, which is before Ferris. And this one also ignores Ferris and goes straight for Yaramir, giving Ferris
Free
attack
attacks of opportunity. First one's at +4, second one's at +3. So it takes 3d6, I assume.
Why do you get 2 attacks of opportunity?
Because I dual wield.
No, that's not how it works. You just get
Wouldn't it be?
your attacks of opportunity are limited by your class and your level.
But I'm a fighter.
Yeah, you don't get dual wield attacks of opportunity.
I think
Why wouldn't I?
I'm pretty sure
so
you do.
here's my
Those are the
my logic behind that.
Those are the
I have
rules?
always rolled
I think so.
2d20 because I've always said me attacking with dual weapons is a 1 tempo action. So I don't do what Nick does where I'm like, if I kill with this attack and I attack the other one, I always attack 1 tempo when I'm dual wielding.
I see that. We'll let it. Yeah, let's do it for now. We'll check the rules later, and
I think
maybe make
the
some
offense a
adjustments.
miss anyways, so it doesn't really matter in this
Yeah,
case.
totally miss. But you
And
crit with the
3d8
first
plus
one.
2, 17 damage.
I was watching old Hardcore Heroes the other day, and we were talking about this, and the rules say something like you get your attacks as you would have in a single round.
Oh, really?
Really? So
I
a
think so.
high-level fighter would get multiple attacks on a single opponent.
Yeah,
I think
and
so,
then
and
by
then
the combat
No.
tactics, you have a limit to how many you can get.
But look,
in
we'll
a
worry
single
about this
round.
another time. It was a miss
Yeah.
anyway. You strike the snow thingy. It keeps moving past you, comes up behind Yaramir, and slams him from behind for a 18 to hit, which is enough to hit you. Even with the blue flash of Tempos around you, the snow strikes you for a whopping 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. So it's my turn now?
Yes.
I'm gonna run up. You said we were all within 60 feet of each other, so I assume I can
Yes.
make it to him.
Yes.
I'm gonna close with him and attack that same one that I just hit again.
I forgot to do
2d20.
this. I forgot to ask you to do this the last time. Can you make a dex check as you try and navigate your way over the ice? Because it's ice now that
Yes.
you're walking on.
D20 plus 17 for me.
That'll be easy.
24.
Not a problem. Okay, go for it.
2d20. It's 2 hits, I believe.
Yes.
D8 plus D6 plus 2.
12 points of damage.
Oh, wait. No, that wouldn't clear right. Unless they have 10 AC, then I don't think my offhand crits.
What is it? D8 plus 1 and D6 plus 1? Is that how the damage is being done?
No, it's D8 plus 2 because of my specialization.
Okay, and then D6
And then-
for the offhand.
yeah.
Okay.
And then, so if it has 10 AC, that I should have another D6 in there because,
it does not have 10 AC.
okay.
All right. That is everybody. No, Grimes.
I got a crossbow shot. 13 plus magic bonuses.
I swear to God, if you shoot me in the head, Grimes,
How did I shoot you in the
That hit?
Excuse me? I'm a great shot. Neil, can I
That's
get
not a-
confirmation?
That's got to be a hit, right? 13.
13 is a hit. We know that.
Give me 1 sec. Okay. What was the question, Ryan?
13 plus magic is a hit.
That's a hit.
For 2 plus magic
2 plus magic.
on yeah.
There it is. Okay, you bolt the thing, and it still remains. The two of those things, while they don't have any actual expressions, they definitely seem very, very, very interested in Yaromir.
Yaromir, it seems like the magic is attracting them.
yes,
and-
I applaud your intelligence, Grimes.
They
And
want to
don't
siphon
shoot
off
me.
your energies.
Initiative for the next round. They go at 4,
Ooh.
5, and 11.
I tie with one.
Nice.
I really hope you don't go down, Greg, because you are the party doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens when the doctor gets dropped? Oh, what about the dogs? The dogs haven't. I feel like at this point they might have gotten past their grievances.
I don't know. Dogs aren't super smart, and the snow is not really. I think they're a little bit confused by the snow. I wasn't going to have them join in against snow elementals until they're well versed in the world here. They're
I
pretty
think
new.
it seems
I think they're active. I'm sure they're just barking and eating snow and super confused. And
If only you could train them to pee on the
jumping
snow on
around.
command. Okay, the first one goes at 4. It is adjacent to Yaromir, and it tries to destroy him. But it only rolls a 9 to hit, 11 to hit with the other things, and the blue flash keeps them at bay. The next one goes at 5 and is next to Yaromir and tries the same thing, and it rolls even worse, keeping Yaromir safe and sound from the ice.
All praise to great and mighty Tempos.
all right, cover fire.
All right, so it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So the first thing I try to do is like turn my body in a way to catch them in a 120-degree arc, and I quickly realize this isn't working. So I like try to wrench myself from the snow. So I will attempt a feat of strength. Attribute. Did I just not put strength on here because I'm weak? No, there it is. So I can't move. I attempt to wrench myself from the snow, and I can't do it. And I decide, well, I'll just deal with what's in front of me. And I pull out one of the rolled up kobold scalps and unroll it. And I begin tracing the pattern on the scalp, and it begins to kind of glow. And as I finish tracing it and speak the words, the scalp erupts into a 120 degree flame of fire in front of me.
Ooh.
nice.
So the one to your left, or to your back, has a few arrows sticking out of it. The one
Yeah,
to
but
your,
I can't do that. It's behind me, right? Because I'm stuck in snow.
right. So I just want to know which one you were targeting.
The one in front of me that I can
Perfect.
actually see, right?
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. And so I do 11 points of fire damage to it.
Completely melting it and the ground at its feet,
Badass.
Yep.
leaving us with Grimes' turn.
Cover fire. Bing.
Missing fire. Sean, Nick's turn. You're still stuck in the ice.
Yeah, so strength check to get out of the ice, right?
DC 21.
It's a
You
pass.
get out.
And then I skate over the ice to the one that's remaining and try and attack it with both sword and shield. Do I have to
Dex
make a
check
dex
to-
check?
You already used your half move, so you can't attack this round.
Correct. But you can
You can close
you
with it, but you can't attack.
Exactly.
I had the same issue.
I will
If
delay
you-
my initiative then and use a javelin instead. It's three slower.
Go for it.
One slower.
Whatever. Make your attack now.
Yeah.
Try not to hit Yaramir.
Yep, trying.
Oh, does Grimes have to roll friendly fire?
So no, minus.
Probably should have, but it's too late now.
Is a
21
miss is always
hit.
friendly fire. Is that how
That's-
we've been doing it?
A miss, you roll for friendly fire is
Yeah.
what we did.
Okay.
That's -3 for the wind, Neal.
That's a
So,
hit still.
18. Yeah. D6 is it. For 9 damage.
All right, and that will bring it down. The only one remaining is this one that is like held.
It still has 6 rounds of being held, right?
Yeah.
So I want William to pull me out of here.
Okay.
And then I actually have reduce memorized. For God told me to do it. I don't know why. I want to reduce this elemental and put it in my other empty jar.
Don't reduce it that much. Surely.
I mean,
It
it's
reduces
big.
it by 40% of its size.
You're going to bind the elemental.
It was able to hit Grimes 10 feet up in a tree, though.
Yeah, but it
That
also
seems like a reach attack.
size.
Yeah.
Hey, why
I
not
love
try
it.
it? I picked you
Chain
up,
the
I
elemental.
smash you up out of the snow. You
Fair
alright?
enough.
You're
Gonna
right.
go toward it.
Because I didn't change my spells from when we broke the door. Yay.
Ferris is going to go up here. I'm not going to get into melee range with it, but in case something goes wrong, I'm going to be ready to kill it if need be.
Walk over with Yaramir.
It loses 10% of its original size for every level of caster to a minimum of 10% its original size. Thereafter,
Wouldn't this only be a temporary measure, though?
Yeah, but
it's
if I
only gonna
put it in a
last
contained, we've
40
seen
minutes.
that it changes sizes. So if I put it in a contained area, it might just decide to be
So before that did happen, but it was also like a metal and stone frame that it was trapped in, whereas we're talking about a glass jar.
there. I just, but hey,
We gotta start somewhere.
experimentation is a good thing, guys.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just warning
Dude,
that we
I
should
want
not
a grenade
do not
of
keep the
snow
jar
elemental.
on your person. Put it in
Give
the
me
snow
the
and let's see
grenade
what
of snow
happens.
elemental, Ferris.
Would be great to throw it somewhere else. That'd be awesome.
I mean that'd be amazing. I'm just warning you. Don't hold the jar on your person. Put it in the snow and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not going to get reduced enough to put in a jar, though.
No.
Well, you can cast Reduce upon it and find out what happens.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
All right, it
I
gets a
just need
saving.
someone to yank me out of this damn snow. It's
Yeah, I
hard
do.
to
William
follow.
did it.
So,
Yeah.
Right. You guys have 6 minutes before it gets to move again, so you can yank him out eventually and move him over there. And cast Reduce. Do you have to touch it to reduce it?
No.
No, we've already established that enlarge and reduce has a range. So what
Yeah.
I do is I kind of sit cross-legged and I start drawing the symbols in the ground for reduce, that inverted tree upon itself, and it stretches out to encompass the area around, and then it just shrinks down until the symbol itself begins touching the creature, and then it just starts forcing that creature down into a smaller size if it fails its save.
It does fail its save, and it shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until it's just like this much smaller little mound of snow.
And then as it's still held in the grasp, I undo the lid on my jar from David, and I just try to scoop it into the jar.
Sure, I think the snow elemental tries to hit you as you're doing this because it's
Okay.
held, but it lashes
It's
out.
held,
and-
so it gets a -2 to attack.
Yeah, it misses its attack pretty badly. It's fairly pathetic. Give me
So it's
an attack roll with your jar? I don't know how to
Okay.
do this.
So do I get strength penalties to that?
No.
Yes. No.
I mean, you're just scooping up snow.
But
I don't
plus-
know.
But +2 because it's held.
I do get +2 because it's held, but it's not. I get +2. It's that its AC is lowered by 2.
Right. Yeah. So just make me an attack roll against the snow. See how this goes.
If I make William get close to it, can I flank it?
There is no flanking for snow. There's no facing.
Okay. Jar! Boom!
All
Can't
right.
argue with the crits, Neal.
You can't. You jar part of a snow elemental.
Yes.
I want you to roll me a. It's shrunk by 40%, right?
Yeah.
Can you roll me a D8?
Yeah. I don't know if that's good, but it looks
That's
good.
real good.
That's probably, is that 7 hit points of snow elemental in a jar?
Maybe. You don't
Is
even
that
know
what you
what
had
this
us
is
roll?
for. You have no idea what this is for. But you scoop up a large amount of the snow elemental, filling the jar and snapping the lid on tight. Some of it remains. You've literally like split it into 2 different groups.
Okay.
Kill the remaining bit, Yaramir.
Yeah, but by all means, I sadly do not have second jar.
All right, let's execute this thing.
Is the ground still frozen, Neal?
Not where you guys are over here, but where you were in the tree is, yes.
-2 AC.
It's
Oh,
dead.
that's
Yeah,
it.
you guys murder it. It's fine. Let's not worry about it. Okay.
Not that I'm next to him to see, but just for narrative, is the snow elemental in the jar still alive? Like, is there like a writhing element? Like,
Yes.
and it doesn't. Yeah, there's like
Wow.
there's a snow elemental in a jar.
Yes.
Shh. Will that spell run out though,
Just-
Yaramir?
Just wizard things.
Yes.
But I'm not sure what happens if you reduce.
Eventually, but we'll see what happens.
How long is
happens
it
if
The
you
dead
last?
body will still reverse the reductions. So if this works, it would theoretically, like if we killed it just now, like if its spirit just died and the rest in there is just inert snow now.
It should still go back to its original size at the end of the spell, right?
No, it's still moving, so I don't think it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
okay.
But how long does the spell last, Yaramir? Should we not leave the jar?
5 rounds per level.
5 rounds per level, yeah.
So the last 20 minutes, but I'm not actually sure what happens when a reduced creature grows back. So
We're
when
going to
you-
find out in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
I think Yaramir's like leaving the jar lying in the snow.
Yes, let's
and
wait
we're
20
gonna,
minutes.
we're gonna wait around.
I'm
and-
totally okay. This is 100% my like occultist training, right? Like this is the type of stuff that I'm sure that we did when I was taught this by my creepy old uncle man. We just like I sit cross-legged in the snow and I kind of just draw out the runes of casting the bones, right? And I do this and just kind of place it in the center and I just kind of begin for like 20 minutes. Yaramir just meditates on the like arcane bonds of this spell and is attempting to fortify the strength of the glass, and we're just going to see what happens.
Can you use the
for this, right? Like he's a fucking weirdo.
Can you use the Amulet of Tempos to bind with a similar spell that was used to make Gorn or whatever?
That's
Like,
the other
or
thing.
maybe give the AC bonus maybe as a save bonus to the jar or something. Link them. Is that what you're going for?
Kind of, yeah.
All right. Yaramir
That's
sits, does this stuff, and finishes it before the 20 minutes are up, I'm sure. And now the question is, do you move on or do you wait 20 minutes and see what happens?
I'm
we went.
literally sitting in the snow waiting for the 20 minutes, right? Like
Yeah.
I know how long the spell goes on.
We're overdue for a break, shall we?
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
yeah.
go to break while the dogs begin fighting with each other and barking, and you guys have to separate them because they're
And Neal
confused by
sits there
what's
with his head
going
in his
on.
hands going, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And then, yeah, we'll come back in 5 minutes.
See you guys on the other side of our break.